Alright guys, I'm going to give you a tour now that it's cleaned up. This is the Coachmen 164 BHX. Comes with a propane tank, manual jack. It's 30 amp. There's the sides, your water heater. You have your, this ain't a connection, this is to fill your water. I know it says connection, but it's not. It's to fill your water. Your water heater's back here, electric and gas. Black and gray tanks, your jacks, your satellite. There's your 30 amp. And yeah, you got your black tank flush. So when you go empty your black tank. And then this is your city water connection where your hose goes in. But it is backup camera ready. And you could get that lippert ladder. The awning is powered. Works perfect. You have a speaker. The JBL audio. I mean, there's no bass, but it works good when you're out in a campsite. 2 outlets outside. And then through storage, we keep our cords, chairs, gloves, my impact gun to put down the rear levelers. Let's try to go. I can't really zoom out, so here it is cleaned up a little bit, guys. I showed you the tour when it was dirty, but you got your sink, you got your stove, right? You get a light, a little light around your fridge. It's not the biggest fridge. Let me see. I can get a water bottle in here. See? There's your fridge. All right. Microwave, we haven't used the microwave yet. You have storage for all your dishes. There is storage down below. It's pretty good. And this one's kind of like a half storage. And if you take that piece of wood off, there's more your plumbing for your sink back there. And then your bathroom. When you come pop a squat, it's got enough room. I'm about 5'11", 220. You got a light. There's a fan in here that actually works really good. In the shower, as you can see, I got plenty of room in the vent, and even in the ceiling, plenty of room. We actually used this shower this last time, and it was really nice. So it's different having a shower, but you got the bunk. I got my kids that sleep up here. Got a bunk down below. There's a light. See? Here's for your heater. Your jackknife sofa. It does have ample storage underneath. Like, let's see. We got all our goodies under there. There's an air mattress, our games, extra hoodies, all our shoes go under there. And then it folds out into a pretty nice sized bed. I got a 7-year-old that sleeps on there, my 7-year-old daughter. And both my sons are, what, 5'10"? One's 5'10", 200 pounds. The other one's like 5'8", like 140 for size reference. And they fit in those bunks just fine. You got more storage up here for all your food. And then you got storage up there. We put our clothes and whatnot when we go camping. USB plug over there. We bought a little mini fan just in case you don't want to run a generator. And then you have storage under here. I mean, this is what the size really looks like in comparison. I'm, like I said, 5'11". Ooh. 230 pounds, 220 pounds. You have lights under here on both sides. Your emergency window, USB, an outlet. We put our broom back here. Shades. What I love about this camper is it sleeps us all. Like, we sleep there comfortably. We've been out 2-3 nights. We all sleep just fine. It doesn't get too hot. It doesn't get too cold. You open up the windows and it lets the wind come in. Or the cross draft, I mean. The door, before I got that privacy shade, it let a lot of sunlight in, so that's a must. You gotta get that. And then, what was the other thing? The other pro. It's small, which kind of forces you guys to be outside. Like, it allows you to enjoy nature a little more. You have everything you need, like to cook, keep your food cold, sleep. But during the day, we want to be under that awning, or we want to be on the table, or we want to be walking around and checking out the sights. So that's the biggest pro. Cons. It is a budget camper, so like a lot of those screws rattle loose. It only comes with one battery, only comes with one propane tank. None of the water tanks are enclosed, so you can't camp in the winter. Everything will freeze. It's a single axle. Not only that, I didn't know this when I first got this camper, but these tires are only rated for 81 miles an hour. So if you go faster than that, you're running the risk of having a blowout. No spare. I had to buy spare. All the nuts on the inside, the screw on the furnace kept coming off. There's a screw for the faucet, and that started jiggling loose, so I had to take that piece of wood off and tighten that screw. What else? When they put this thing together, our first night out, so my suggestion is, before you go anywhere, boondock in your yard, because our first trip out, no power. No power. If we didn't have the generator, we would have been screwed. You know what I mean? We would have been all the way out there and got out there with no power. So test it out. Boondock it. Drive it around for a little bit and then come to your yard or wherever and boondock it for a little bit, because when we brought it home, it worked perfect. When we took it all the way to the campsite, I hooked it up, turned on the lights and everything worked fine. About an hour later, nothing worked. Everything was off. Only reason it would, or the only way it'd work, is if it was hooked up to our car on the 7-pin, or if I had it plugged into the generator. Got to take it in for that again. But check all your bolts, check your lugs, check your tire pressure. If you're gonna hook it up to city water, make sure you get that adapter to put it at 40 psi, because you don't want to blow out all your water lines. If you are gonna boondock, we bought the Renogy 100-watt solar panel. This last time when we took it out, when everything was fixed, it was perfect. Everything worked perfect. We were able to run the fridge, the lights, pretty much everything for 2 days. And we really didn't go, our batteries really didn't die. A second battery is a must. I don't think one is good enough, especially with that 12-volt fridge if you're gonna be out on extended periods. So those are some of the cons. There's a lot of extra costs that come along with owning an RV than just buying the RV, all right? But thanks for watching. Thumbs up. See y'all next time.